What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Basics of Bossing Up. I'm Allie Love. Today, we are focusing on frustration. I can admit in this moment, or a few moments ago, I was pretty frustrated. And I want to in particular talk about frustration when it comes to building a business. As a business owner, as an entrepreneur, as a career woman, it is very taxing, tiring, and at the end of the day, frustrating when things don't go the way you want them to. And this could happen in many different ways when it comes to our businesses, but the reality is frustration, and don't judge me for saying this, but the truth around frustration is that it's a good thing. It is an identifier of your passion. It identifies your loving, your willingness, it identifies that you care. And I think that's a big deal. When you are frustrated with someone, something, it shows that you care deeply enough to be affected negatively. And I think, not trying to be like the most optimistic person, but the optimistic point of view is that that's a great identifier. It doesn't feel good to feel frustrated. However, in the moment of being frustrated, let's identify something good. It's that we care about our business. We care about the growth of our career. It doesn't mean that it's growing as fast as we like, hence the frustration, but we care deeply about it. And I think when we care about something so much, we're willing to fight for it. We're willing to work for it. We're willing to put in massive amount of efforts. And I think that that's one of the things, or one of the basics of bossing up when it comes to frustration, is maybe we just have to rethink our efforts, our approach. It doesn't mean what you're doing is wrong. It doesn't mean what you're doing doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you haven't figured it out, because I think when it comes to creating a career, building a business, or managing people, there's no one way that works. There are some things you can take away from books that you read, but it has to be your own at the end of the day. You have to feel good about it. And that means there are going to come times where you will be frustrated. And I guess here's a way that I approach frustration. And anytime that I'm frustrated, I take a moment and identify everything that's good about my current situation. For example, when it comes to my business, I identify my employees, I identify like they're great workers, I identify my business model, my structure, what I'm aiming to do at changing the world, impacting everyone through conversation and dialogue and open dialogue, and talk about those things and highlight those things that women are going through that we are afraid to discuss in open forums. I identify all those good things. And then what's left is kind of like everything that's frustrating me. And I make a list of those things. And then I restructure my approach. It's not easy to go back to the drawing board and say, hey, I'm doing this wrong. Hey, Allie Love girl, you're doing the basics of bossing up, your videos, you're doing them wrong. Rethink them. People aren't coming. Maybe they are, but I'm saying, like, what if one of those things, that's frustrating? How do I get more people? Why are just the same people interested? How do I get more people interested? It becomes frustrating because I care so much. But in the midst of the frustration, it's just an identifier that yes, you care, yes, you're passionate, yes, you love this, but you just may need to rethink your approach. And there's nothing wrong with that. So if you are frustrated today, it can be outside of your career, it can be outside of your business that you founded or that you're creating. It can be with family, it can be friends, it can be with any relationship, friendship, whatever. If you are frustrated today, I want you to take the moment to be grateful for your frustration. And don't give me side eyes right now, because I can see some of you are like, oh, I don't know about that. It just means that you are passionate, that you care. It is a direct reflection of your willingness to work hard for something. So much so that your hard work isn't necessarily paying off. But the willingness to work hard shows that you're not only willing to work hard in one way, you're willing to work hard in multiple ways. And so our ability to adapt comes in as humans, and this is your moment to say, hey, this is my moment to say, hey, I'm willing to put so much effort into this that it may cause me to rethink, restructure, and change my approach so that I'm no longer frustrated, or that I just become frustrated with other things, because life is just all about figuring out. Remember, this is open dialogue. This is my approach in under 5 minutes. Thank you so much for your time. I'd love for you to leave a comment, what you're going through. How do you handle frustration? Continue to boss up, guys.